let's dig into this, guys. As some of you may know, I am a divorcee. I'm now happily married to my wonderful, amazing wife, Vera. We talk about a lot, just the unhappiness of a lot of women. How women get to a point in their life where they start to think, man, all I've ever done is be a mother, be a wife. It's my time to live. When am I going to have my time? I just need to do something for me. And that's when they begin to venture out. Some of them venture out to find a business of their own. Some of them venture out to find activities. But then you have those who go all the way to the extreme of getting a divorce. And she empathized with those people. She began to speak on their behalf and have a level of understanding for them. Girl power, of course. But I always say, it sounds like that woman has a battery in her back. It sounds like that woman has been sticking around, hanging around a lot of other women, single women or single-minded women, where they come to this conclusion that the best thing for them to do is to be out on their own. That their husband and family are holding them back. And if they're going to be their best self, if they're going to live in their truth, then they have to do it on their own. There's nothing more strong than a woman venturing out and leaving her family and going to do what she was born to do. It's always some bullshit to me, if you be honest. And I was just thinking, guys, with this whole Tia situation, what in the hell could have happened that triggered this type of mindset for her? It looked like she was in an amazing, beautiful family. I mean, heck, she was on the show Black Love. Of course, they are in love. What's that? Oh, everybody on that show got divorced. Oh, well, let's take that out. Let's take that out. I didn't mean that. Don't worry about that. But Tia and Cory looked so happy. What in the world could have happened? And then I saw this.
Let's go.
I heard what you're saying. Like, what the heck is wrong with that? That's just Gabrielle Union, Tia Mowry dancing. What could ever be the problem? I'm here to introduce to you guys, if you don't know already, the 21st century Jezebel. Gabrielle Union. The 21st century Jezebel. Now, a lot of people hear Jezebel and they automatically think about makeup. They automatically think about sexual immorality. They automatically think about a fast woman. That ain't what Jezebel was strictly about. Jezebel was about, if you really read the word, a woman wanting to replace a king. Not just a woman, a queen. See, Jezebel was already a princess. Her dad was a king. But that wasn't good enough for her. She wanted to be a king. If you look at Gabrielle Union, her track record, and I'm sure most of you guys know her story, you don't have to be a Christian to be able to see that that family dynamic is in trouble. Dwayne Wade, one of the softest men you ever seen in your life when it comes to being a husband. I'm not saying everybody got to be a macho man. I'm going to be a macho man. I ain't saying you got to be that. But you at least got to have some form of backbone. And what happens a lot, guys, I talk about this in my previous videos, that when a man commits infidelity, especially when it comes to having a baby outside of his woman, at that time they were not married, but it's still, they was very, very committed. At some point, you have to make a decision because, of course, you have those moments where you have to get that reconciliation. You have to come back and ask for that forgiveness. You have to apologize until she feels better. But the decision comes where you have to say, man, I've done all that I can do, but now it's time for me to get my balls back. Yeah, now it's time for me to be the man of my household once again. In my opinion and my speculation, I do not believe Dwayne Wade ever reestablished the control of his marriage and his household. I believe from that point on, Gabrielle Union ran their lives. And you guys don't need me to tell you everything that's happened in the Wade's household, but everything they have shown us shows that there's no masculine voice in that house. So what does that have to do with Tia Mowry? It don't have to just do with Tia. It has everything to do with the circle of women in Hollywood. If you look at the majority of black women in Hollywood, the ones that are recently divorced or the ones who have husbands that are constantly emasculated publicly, they all have intimate, close relationship with Gabrielle Union and the Wades. I'm talking about Ciara. I'm talking about Lala Anthony. I'm talking about Taraji P. Henson. I'm talking about Megan Good. Talking about Serena Williams. I'm talking about Jennifer Hudson. And the list can go on and on and on. These women are so close, so intimate, and I think they look at her as their king. In my outside looking in viewpoint, Gabrielle Union is the king of the black queens of Hollywood. They look up to her. They listen to her. They follow her. They go to her for advice. And she's a very, very articulate lady. She reminds me a bit of Candace Owens. And I'm sure she's able to convey her points very, very well. But she is a Jezebel. Gabrielle Union has zero respect for men. And she probably have even lower respect for black men. Any opportunity she has for a woman to usurp her power over that man, you guarantee she's going to advise that. Somebody listen to this and saying, man, you don't know those people. You're right. But these people don't have any issue with letting us know their private information publicly. And from everything that they publicly show us, tell me where I'm wrong with what I'm saying.